G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. We are in Ondra's gift, the docks of Defiance Bay, and we're trying to help a man get an emblem back.
Vale. Just Wallaroon of the milkmaid. She knew what
Okay.
she was
Overfried cod,
so many
watermill,
people.
and prostitution. A bastion of Steelwood and culture.
Nice.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Wow,
Wish I brought
Durance.
an oil can.
I need to make some new scars for even thinking these thoughts.
Wow. Okay. The old man seems to walk with a slight limp. He doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? He just laughs and shakes his head. Not interested. Okay. So, these are various prostitutes, I guess? Brothel guard? Nope. We can talk with Maya. Let's talk with Oriko.
Hello.
Oriko, rather? Oriko catches your eye. A golden hoop dangles from one ear. His fine fitted clothes whisper as he glides over to you. You have made a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? Enough flattery. I know how this works. And I shall save my breath for other more pleasurable endeavors. What can Oriko do for you? You tell me. Some things must be experienced to be believed. No, I don't think so. Wade. Wade's eyes are red-rimmed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug as if searching for something. He shivers and takes another drink. Why don't you just take one of them stools over there? He swats the air in your general direction. Nowhere else for me to go. Not with the wife in his state and my boy. His face freezes with a stricken expression. He turns back to the bar, muttering into his drink. Can't man drink in peace? Yeah, okay. Can't do anything with that just yet. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get much if we talk to most of the prostitutes, unfortunately. It's just going to be... Not from around here, are we? We need a local girl to show you the highlights. Lucky for you, I'm one of them. And what local attractions would you recommend? I'd rather show than tell. Are you a local girl or a highlight? Both gorgeous. What else can you do with that clever tongue of yours? Maybe another time.
Hail,
Okay.
well met.
Lines tulips. She leans on the bar, her painted black nails tapping the wood. What'll it be? Any of your regulars looking for work? What can you tell me about this place? Every foreign sailor and visiting villager knows about the Salty Mast. It's the most famous brothel in the Defiance Bay. You want to know more? Just ask Maya. Any of your regulars looking for work? They gotta earn their ale money somehow. Take a look. Right, yes, so that's hiring adventurers, not anything else. Yeah. Alright, you know what?
If you say so.
I don't think I'm gonna take you. You I can't take with me just yet. I'm gonna take Sagani. I'm not gonna take you around. I think I'm gonna take Hiravius again, if I can. So do they get any XP while they're not traveling with me? Yes. Okay. So you've got a bunch of points. You can rank up survival, and that's what we will do with you. Vicious companion, accurate wounding shot. Okay, so that basically increases the amount of damage that the companion does. And merciless increases it further, but this also gives it armored bypass. Yeah, let's do that. Next level. Got 6 points. We'll save him. Swift aim means that it's a modal speed. It means that you're faster, but you are less accurate. Binding roots will allow us to kind of stick people. 5 per rest. That'll get us through most times. Arrow sense means that you get more deflection. Ranged attacks bounce one time. I kind of want to get that. See how well that goes. Next. Right, yeah, okay. So we have not used her in a while. Got it. Next. So, Merciless Companion. Brutal Takedown. Accurate Wounding Shot. Is there anything that will make your companion tougher? Or have we already taken that? Let's get Merciless Companion. Just make the fox more damaging. Right, so yeah. Basically, they do get levels. Haravius. Yes, more survival. Wild Strike Shock will allow him to automatically do shock damage, freeze damage, corrode damage, or burn damage. Let's get ourselves some corrode damage. Why not? Okay. Can save those points. Charm Beast. Charm enemy animals. Dancing Bolts will do Flurry of Thin Bolts to do lightning damage. Nature's Mark basically makes people easier to hit. Vigor. Wild Wind, Vile Thorns. Huh. Let's do Vile Thorns. Okay. And then increase your survival again. Next. Greater Wild Strike Corrode. So it does extra damage as Corrode. Sure, why not? We can always retrain them. And, right, so now we've got our companions. We should also kind of redo our formation. We want you there. We want you here. Haravius there. And that all seems fine. Except I'll put the wolf in the center, because that seems just appropriate. Okay, great. So, now I've done that, let's talk with Maya. We've been trying to avoid it.
Hail and
Not entirely sure why. The Yamawa woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tensed at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly, if weary, smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? The kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls and our customers. They started showing up after this rush of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but the word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Avar to bother with us commoners, and I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. Tell me how I can help. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me they aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. She winks. Got me? I would request thanks in copper, if I were you. Yeah? I got questions. Shoot. What do you know about these attacks? You only have to step outside. Fine. Can I ask you about something else? Is there anyone here named Sarah? You must be new in town. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? Just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, and she's worth every pound. Or so they tell me. Fancy you go there? Best money you can spend in the Gift. I guess we will focus on doing the actual quest and then coming back for that. So, supply and demand. So, we need to find out about them thugs. If we go outside, what do we see? I mean, if they do, they'll get attacked by a wolf, I don't even remember what it's called, but whatever Haravius shifts into, and yeah, it will not go well for them. But we need to find them. It is nighttime. You'd think it'd be relatively straightforward to do. But I guess we will just wander around and we'll see who we can find. I'm going to go with Otter's house right now, because I think Otter is the mum. Ah, here we are. What have we here? Another tourist in the Gift. Let's give her a proper welcome. Let's talk this through. I'm afraid you're missing the point, friend. Okay. Cool. Straightforward. Let's start by this. How about...
How may I help?
You guys get fireballed. And then... You run up. What mode are you in? Yes, you are in Defender. Good. You... Vile Thorns, once per encounter. Right, yeah, you run up here. Now you can Vile Thorns, like so.
Die already!
You didn't Vile Thorns, did you? Now, you guys daze him. Sagani, how about you mark Where is the wolf? I mean, yeah, you're not in good shape right now. Idea, knock him over.
Hey.
And actually, you can knock him over. And I will just go and murder this guy. Let's just say this is not a good day for you, buddy. There we go. Well, did we take any damage? No, it does not look like it. Oh look, there's a rusty bronze key. That seems like it could be pretty significant. Alright, now let's go talk to a grieving mum. Okay. Yeah, faster mode is useful for going through those areas, but also for other things. Alright, now let's chat with her. You hear about my boy? The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles. Her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. You hear about Darren? I've found Darren. Thank the Sea Mother. Where is he? Wow. Okay. Darren was murdered. I'm so sorry. My boy's dead. That can't be. What happened? Right, yeah. Darren was defending one of the prostitutes from a couple of thugs. He was very brave. You should be proud. She sobs and quickly brings a hand to her mouth. Her eyes are bright with tears. Gods, how could that make it any better? I would never let my boy die for one of those women, and yet I can only pray the gods will be kinder to him in the next life. Maybe there's hope for one of my children. I suppose it's better to know the truth than to keep wondering. Thank you, at least, for bringing me answers. Here, take these. I've been saving several keepsakes for Darren one day, but he won't need them now, and I doubt I'll have another child to pass them on to. Ouch. My poor boy. And I'm not going to steal from these people. I mean, sure, they're just sprites. So it's not like I'm depriving actual people of things. But, on the other hand, they're sprites who just lost a child.
Hey, I'm sorry about what I said before. About the skin-faced Orlans.
It's all right. I knew what you were trying to say, and that's why I didn't gut you.
I didn't know I was saying something bad.
I get it. I get it. Let's just put it behind us.
Now that
All
we're
right.
friends again, is it okay if I pay you?
Nice. Okay, so the next step is to have a look at the... Where are we looking? We are trying to look at supply and demand. So this says, hey, it looks like it belongs to a house in Ondra's gift. Which basically says to me, where is a house that otherwise would... It's probably an abandoned house.
Is your family tree just one looping square?
Okay, so... Firstly, we will loot whatever this is. And then we'll go into an abandoned house. So, probably not this one, because it didn't say anything about using a key. But I bet the other abandoned house will probably have us use a key. But who knows? I've been wrong before. Can't take camping supplies because, you know, you just can't. That's not a good thing. And a hammer and chisel. That seems super creepy, in fact. Murky with blood. This seems like a torture chamber. That is not cool at all. Alright. We'll take the money, and now we'll leave. And I guess we'll go to the other abandoned house. And this one will be used in a different quest. Because there's no way you set up something like that torture chamber and not at least have to fight someone around it. That's just not how things go. It's not how things work. I know it, you know it. Anyone who encounters this kind of thing knows it. It's awfully handy that we were mugged and someone tried to mug a group of heavily armed adventurers, isn't it? And thus we got an item that would provide us with the next clue. Although admittedly, it does seem pretty daft to just be like, well, I'll just try this key in the lock of every house I come across. Okay, so this place is Colfake's house. Who are you? Can't just barge into someone's home like this. Who do you think you are? The elf who lives here. Okay. What now? Now we leave, because I'm sure we'll actually come back with a purpose. Not the house we're after. What about this one? Come on. Addicts. Nope, so that's not it. Ew. Ew, okay. So this is not what we're after. Again, like, you don't make a house full of addicts specifically and not include it in something. So I imagine we'll be back there at some point. As they eat rice and maggots. I mean, delightful. So that's not the one. Those fires? No?
Your other half used your body during the night?
I don't think I understand you.
Interesting. So I haven't encountered that house. I had assumed it would be marked on the map. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just... Oh, Ramshackle House. This'll be it then. It's the only other house marked on the map. And it's marked specifically with a different name. Should have thought about that. It's so obvious in retrospect. Come on. Dig, dig, chop, chop. I wonder how many people actually read more than maybe a dozen gold-bordered NPC descriptions. Yeah, unlocked with Rusty Bronze Key. Here we go. Let's find out about how the harassment is being coordinated and earn ourselves a night of fun. Hello, Effrey. Let's just quick save here. I'm going to take this. I'll look at some beer. So.
How do you do?
You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? Who are you? I'm Effrey, a lieutenant with the Dozens. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be Deerwooden. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maya's squeezing the locals. I'm here about the trouble at Salty Mouth. Ordinary Kith are angry as they should be with that crooked Amur toting up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Waden's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adiran overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Maya's made it so that only the rich can afford her establishment. Yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you get her to back down? I wonder what these options are. I'm with Maya that violence has to stop. I'm sorry you see it that way. So, out of curiosity, what is my intelligence? 14. So, if I look at my inventory... no. Where... How do I get it? Oh, there. Okay. I have... What do I have to boost intellect? This is perception, this is dexterity. I could have sworn I got something that'll boost intellect. Beyond maybe a spell. Let's check the stash. Enchantments. High, low. It'll probably be a misc item. Intelligence. Intelligence. Spell defense bonus. Nope. Okay. Armor. Intellect +2. So, what we do, F9, nope, load, quick save. I did a quick save, yep. And then we're going to put on that armor quickly while we're paused and have that chat again. And yeah, it's a bit cheaty, but I don't care. More talking, less being jerks. Okay, so.
How may I help?
Inventory, stash. Fragging inventory, stash. Armor. This one. To me. You know what? You can take some of these other things. Now. Put on the armor. Have a chat.
Gods keep you.
I'm here about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Yeah. Maya might be making a fortune, but our employees aren't. You're hurting them even more. I hadn't thought of that way. Guess there's no point to it, is there? Tell Maya we'll leave her people alone. Nice. Okay. I'm happy with that outcome, especially since it avoids fighting people who are mostly concerned about the plight of the worker. Mechanics is kind of what we want to boost. Can't afford it yet. Reckless Assault is a modal thing that means we'll do more damage. Escape allows us to, once per combat, just kind of avoid things. Evasion, 75% of incoming grazers. Yeah, okay. I like Adept Evasion. Death blows mean that we will be more effective when the condition is inflicted by 2 or more conditions. So basically, if they are extra sneak attackable, we'll do that. Also gives them Distracted. What does Distracted do? Just lowers all of their defenses by 6. And then they end the number of engagements by 1. So, okay. That could be quite useful. Adept Evasion will keep us alive longer. Persistent Distraction will make it easier for us to hit things. I don't like once per rest abilities. Let's get Persistent Distraction. Okay, great. So then we can grab these things.
Wonder what this is.
We'll grab an egg. And that, and oh, hello. Hello there. Oh, a garnet. Why not? I do not see a problem with this. And now we'll go and tell Maya that the harassment is over. Fantastic. That's what I wanted to do. And then we can get the medallion, we can head back, we can do that quest, we can come back here, and we can do the lighthouse and the trading company. Okay, so.
God's damn that son of a cool.
The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out toward the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head
Want
towards
to
you.
run it down on its luck, Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it.
She clenches her jaw and continues
As
quietly.
long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
Enough gold and silver, you'd be surprised how well you can clean up just about anything.
True enough. Vertzano's just lucky no one's trying to pay him in steel these days. Sooner or later, his luck will run out.
The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment, then, after a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. Okay. She's gonna turn up somewhere. Okay. So that's the trading company. We can try and kick off that quest. But I really want to actually go back to Salty Mast, Salty Mast, and get going. Right. So I can't actually enter until I can see things. Got it. Come on. Dig, dig, chop, chop. And now we're actually able to see it, we can go in. Okay, Maya, how you doing? Got good news for you. I talked with the ringleader. She's agreed to leave you alone. Well, that's a welcome surprise, and one worth celebrating. Take some coppers and enjoy yourself. And if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. A discount? Well, in that case, I can't afford not to sample the house specials. You're all welcome to watch. Anyone? Your loss. I'm here for some quiet time. Quiet, loud, however you like, as long as you pay up front. Unless you fancy Cyril, in which case you can settle with me. Maybe another time. Goodbye. Let's just first level people up. Okay. More athletics for you. After 6 rank... Yep, alright. The bonuses become more powerful. Okay, right. So that's survival. I want athletics. So, yep, grants a higher second wind. Yep, sounds good. And now, vigorous defense does what? He increases all of his defenses once per encounter. Weapon specialization would be useful. Unbending gives him, okay, 50% of damage taken converted to healing over time. Could be useful. Confident aim is not modal, it just means that he hits more often and increases the amount of minimum damage he does. I like that. Guardian stance is makes other people harder to hit. Okay, let's grab confident aim. So it makes it that he will hit more often. Okay, excellent. And bound and buried, complete. Grieving Mother returns to the stronghold. Okay. The Grieving Mother was unable to find the source of the rumors plaguing Rogue's End and the surrounding earldom of Hell's Gate. The local authorities assisting in breaking up the mobs, punishing would-be murderers, and preventing more young women from being buried alive. A large and violent mob at Kell Hill Cemetery required a Grieving Mother to rally the local soldiers and put down the primary troublemaker. On the body of the biggest belligerent, the Grieving Mother found an odd magical rope he intended to use on a local young woman. A wizard advisor of the Earl of Hell's Gate suspected the rope had been created by the same person responsible for spreading the rumors and inciting the attacks in the first place. So this is a binding rope, and okay, he intended to use the rope to bind a virgin girl, bury her alive, and later pull a corpse from the ground to harvest her hair for the cure. Despite its nefarious purpose, it still holds useful powers. So binding is a chance to make other people stuck when they attack, and +2 constitution. Could be good. And does that leave anything else left to do? Nope. Okay, great. And now, let's
Hail, traveler.
have some time with Cyril. I'd like a night with... What can you tell me about Cyril? Must be new in town, must sought after girl. Fancy go with her? I'll give you a special rate of 500 to thank you for your help with my little problem. You'll find her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellow at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Alrighty. Let's go spend some time with Cyril. Maybe we'll do that next time. Until then, have a great day.